Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pensacola, Florida for the first ever special event for the NCS racing community. It's the Snowball Derby here at Five Flags Speedway. Sure to be a very exciting, a very thrilling race around one of the premier short tracks in the country. It's going to be 75 laps around in late model cars. That's right, you heard it. It is late models, and we've got 39 drivers all set and ready to go here, all in borrowed rides, so that'll be very interesting to see who comes out on top. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. Row number one saw Ricardo Garcia starting alongside Brett Bishop, but he takes an ELL. So Brett Bishop headlines row one. Row two, David Deegan and LJ Toledo. Row number three sees Braden Sigafos and David Kreutz. Row four sees Henry Guo with an EOL and Caden Honeycutt. Row number five sees Riley Gorse and another EOL for a failed tech inspection, Nathan Stapleton. Row 6 sees Devin Fair and Mark Gilden. Row 7 sees Ryan Little and number 7 of Logan Williams. Row 8, Garrett Lamar and Aris Yuko. Row number 9 sees Ashley Pantera and Genius D'Amelio in the number 24. And then Jerry Chen in number 88, Jack Davis in the number 17. Those are the drivers in row 10. Row 11 sees Christian Vargas in the 21 and Jack Cox in the 19. Row 12 sees Kason Cooper and Christopher Ronell with a failed tech EOL. Sam Francis, Roberto Crown Jr. in row 13. Kaz Grawley, Bryson Collins in row 14. And then Joshua Harris and Oliver Askew in row 15. Row 16 sees James Stack and Justin Haley. Row 17 sees Umar Alkeem and Dominic Anthony. Alexander Rowe, Luca Armal, Nick Roten, Greg Rowland, and Richard Fridge round out the field. Plenty of faces, new and old alike. There's a bunch of familiar ones. We have some past champions. We've got a whole bunch of people that are very familiar within NCS, all racing here in the first ever special event on the anniversary of the first ever race. Let's go down trackside for the command to start engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Cars all fired up and we're underway. The 99 of Brett Bishop leads them away. Now the big storyline for today's race, tires. Teams were issued 3 sets of tires for the weekend. You can take pit stops today. However, everybody, or at least most of the teams, have only 1 fresh set of tires remaining. Some of these guys, they're starting on their scuffed second set that they only used in qualifying. Some teams, like Ricardo Garcia, have already used up all 3 sets, and they will only be using scuffed tires. So that's going to be very interesting to make note of. So we're rounding out of turn number 4. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Brett Bishop's going to lead him down. Brett Bishop held off David Deegan on the high side. Here comes LJ Toledo in the number 14. He's going to slide into second place there. David Kreutz in the 97. He's going to follow behind David Deegan, and David Kreutz going to battle for that third place spot here. We're going to come around lap 3, 73 laps to go here at Pensacola. Already the 99, the 14, and the 97 going out to an early lead on the field, as we've got some still 2 wide action back there in the back of the field. Here's Ricardo Garcia, as we mentioned earlier, 3 wide right in front of him with Dominic Anthony and others. Garcia, they used up all 3 sets of tires during their practice and qualifying sessions, so they started the race on the set of tires that they qualified in. They had the least amount of laps on, but when they go to take pit stops, they will be using older tires that they used in practice that have a lot of laps on them. There's the 20, that is Oliver Askew, he's stuck in the middle 3 wide there with 42 and others. He's going to be able to get it sorted out, but he washes up to the high lane, which is not the preferred lane. Here's the 47. That is the 047 of Henry Guo. Took an EOL after failing tech, but he's already up to 26th. So we saw quite a few drivers fail tech, and they went to the back, took an EOL. That was 5 drivers. So that was Garcia, Guo, Stapleton, Marnell, and Richard Fridge. Coming to 67 laps to go here, Brett Bishop still in the lead. He's got quite a bit of an advantage over LJ Toledo, who is fighting hard to hold off David Kreutz there in the back. We're going to go on board with Kreutz here in his helmet cam. You can just see how they crank that wheel to go through this medium banked concrete bowl. A premier short track event, premier short track in America, was supposed to be on the NCS Sim Racing Challenge schedule for season number 2. Unfortunately, safety concerns prevented the cars from joining here. So we went to South Boston instead, but the deal said that we can come here for the Snowball Derby. There's the 39. He's already falling back quite a bit. That's Kaz Gralla. Started 27th. He's already nearly at the back in that pink car right there. As I mentioned, not normal numbers or normal colors for most of these drivers, except for a few. It's because these are all borrowed cars. Now the 37, DAF Racing prepared this car, especially, as well as the other drivers that are in the field for DAF Racing, but they are borrowed cars from Junior Motorsports. Here's Christopher Marnell, who just bounced off the wall very heavily. Hasn't been able to work his way up after an EOL. Still hovering back in the mid-30s right now. His NCS Sim Racing Challenge teammate, Garrett Lamar, right in front of him. Here's Umar Al-Kim in the number 71, under fire from Dominic Anthony in the 47, who's slowly but surely making his way through this field. Going down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. 71 gives up the position to the 47. Now you see the 47, you have Guo, you had Anthony, Marnell, all of those guys getting provisionals, as well as Logan Williams. Rowe, Guo, and Williams got past champions provisionals, and then Marnell and Anthony earning board member provisionals. Logan Williams, though, your NCS Truck Division champion, he's currently working on that 81, trying to get around him. It's Mark Gilden driving for the famous team. And caution comes out with 56 to go. That's Jerry Chen and another driver, I believe that's the 36. And they went around heading into turns 3. And that's going to bring out the first yellow of the day for 2-car incident here at Five Flags. We're going to take a look and see what brought out that first incident. Oh, it looks like they were nearly 3 abreast. The 22 came down on Brayson Collins, and that's what turned them around. Unfortunately, the 88 getting the worst of it. That was David Deegan all the way in the back in the 22. He had fallen from second all the way to third last. So that's not good. We're going to see some pit stops here. This is going to be very interesting. Brett Bishop started the race on scuffed tires, his qualifying tires. Many other drivers did. 14 started on scuffed. We're going to see if they switch over to fresh tires. I believe they will. I think the strategy would be switching over to the fresh tires and then if there's another pit stop, they switch back over to these ones. Tire wear, or managing your tires, is a very critical part of late model racing in general. Now, the 81 of Mark Gilden, he's going to come off of pit road first. Looks like Brett Bishop is going to lose quite a few positions, maybe 3, maybe 4. But it's Mark Gilden who wins the race off of pit road. They started the race on fresh tires. Now they will be moving to the scuffed tires. The 99 falls back to 5th. We're going to be restarting single file restarts here at the Snowball Derby. It's going to be the 81 of Mark Gilden, Eris Yuko starting 2nd in the 51, Sam Francis starting 3rd. 32 starts 4th, that's James Stack. The 99 of Brett Bishop starts 5th. 29 of Joshua Harrison 6th, and then Alexander Rose 7th. And then the 95 of Riley Gorse 8th, 00 of Nick Roten 9th, and then the 39 of Kaz Gralla restarts 10th. We're going to be restarting on lap 26 of 75 here at Five Flags. Off and away they go. Green flags back out. We're back underway. The 81 of Mark Gilden takes the lead. His first ever laps led as an NCS racing participant, a rookie. He's got a rookie license. Wouldn't that be something if he takes home the victory here today? Crossing the line, 48 laps to go here at Five Flags. Now that 51 all over the back bumper of the 81, and you're going to see the difference. I think the 51 actually changed to fresh tires. Here's the 97 of Riley Gorse already on the top side, trying to work his way around. He's working away. That's the 24 Genius D'Amelio. Just going to fall underneath him. The 97 Bitcoin Machine. Very popular scheme in the Cars Tour. There's the 8 of Garrett Lamar going underneath. And we're going to be on board with the 08, another helmet cam. This is Christian Vargas. Passing under the 10 car. That is Richard Fridge. We're going to go on the roof of Eris Yuko, who's really trying to track down Mark Gilden here. As I mentioned earlier, Yuko switched over. He started on scuffed, switched over to fresh tires. Gilden started on fresh tires, and now has switched over to his scuffed qualifying tires. I'm not sure how big of a difference in the first few laps that the qualifying tires will be, but you can see this 81 really slipping and sliding around. He is really having to wear his tires down just to stay in front of this 51 car, who has really got an easier job. Right to the back bumper of that Solid Rock Carriers 81 car goes Eris Yuko's. We're 41 laps to go here at Five Flags, looking underneath, trying to make a move underneath. Looking to the inside, not going to do it. 51's got plenty more opportunities to get around this 81 car. Sam Francis lurking in the back, and caution comes out. We have 3 cars up in the wall. That's the 36 of Brayson Collins, yet again, the 9 of Greg Rowland, and it looks like that was the 014 of Devin Fair. And yellow comes out on lap 34. We're going to take a look and see what happened. Oh, it looks like the 28 bounced off the wall into the 36, who slammed into the inside wall, and they just got sent up the track into turn 1. Here's another look at it. The 28 got loose off the wall with the 36 right underneath him. Bang! Right up into there. Unfortunately, the 9 and the 014 getting involved. And that was Justin Haley who bounced off the wall. They're very uncharacteristic from the Cup driver. You saw the onboard camera with Greg Rowland. Oh, into the wall he went again. So we're going to see everybody come down pit road this time. Very strange. I'm not sure why we're seeing people come down pit road. So we had most people take fresh tires, but it looks like they were able to get things done. Mark Gilden especially, he's definitely going to be switching over to his previous tires. Get some setup changes done as well. So there's the 51. He's going to come off of pit road far and away. The first driver off. Sam Francis second. That's Joshua Harrison third. Grove fourth. Brett Bishop fifth. And it is going to be a little bit before we see Gilden coming off of pit road. So restart on lap 40. 36 laps to go here at 5 flags. This race certainly flying by. That was a very short green flag run. Longest green flag run was 20 laps at the start. Yuko, Francis, Joshua Harrison, that's your top 3 right now. And then Alexander Rowe starts 4th, Brett Bishop 5th. That's Nick Roten 6th. 39 of Kaz Gralla 7th. And then the 19, the 7, and the 14 round out your top 10. Off and away we go, creeping towards the line. Green flag's back out. The 51 gets a great start on the 1. We're going to dive down into turn 1. Yuko with a really good start. Francis didn't get the best start. And that's what allows the 51 to lead. With 35 laps to go here at Five Flag Speedways, is going to be quite the battle. Here's LJ Toledo going underneath former teammate Logan Williams. There's the 08. That is Christian Vargas. He's going to go underneath the 28 for position, or the 21 of Roberto Crown. We have drivers coming off the pit road. The 42 following behind. That's the 20 of Oliver Askew into the wall. He says he has some sort of problem. That's not always good. Jack Davis in the 17. He's going to slide underneath him there. He's in the DGR. He's in the David Gill into Racing Prepared machine. That's for Jack Davis. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Really gets squeezed. That was Ricardo Garcia who cleared himself nearly. And there were 3 wide again with Greg Rowland, Brayson Collins up at the top. The 10 of Richard Fridge as well. And we've got a little hodgepodge here in the back. On board with the driver in 5th, this is Brett Bishop in the 99, as we had a little crank it up session there, hearing the loud noises of all these late model cars. Brett Bishop in 5th hasn't really been able to do that much. Whoa, the 7 of Logan Williams has really been falling back there along the top lane here with 28 laps to go. Williams really falling back on that high lane. That's not exactly optimal. So here's the 38. He's in 12th place right now. That's Luca Armal. Started 36th, now in 12th. That's a pretty dang good result there. In 13th, right behind him, Christopher Marnell, who started the race to the rear with an EOL. He is definitely one of the better performing cars who did get started in EOL today. All of those cars did have speed, however, they were illegal. So that's kind of the reason why they got sent to the back. Can't really have any illegal car here. Here's the 19. Very intriguing scheme here for the 19 crew. Definitely. Quarter panel numbers. Very interesting subject. Some people love them, some people don't. And this is Jack Cox, a rookie driver with a rookie license, has made 0 starts previously in the NCS Sim Racing Challenge or the NCS Truck Division. There's the 41 of Ashley Pantera working underneath the 42 car. Able to get it done, passing by. It seems like we've seen the 42 of Nathan Stapleton quite a bit. He had an EOL. He's been kind of bouncing through the field. Has had some luck, has had some luck, some not so good luck. It really just depends. But that's just how the race goes, how the cookie crumbles. Here's the 08, Christian Vargas, Season 2 Daytona 500 winner, trying to work on the 71 of Umar Al-Keen. And this is on board with the 51 of Aris Yuko, your leader. He has caught lap traffic. Well, not caught lap traffic yet. He's about to, but this could make it very interesting because the one of Sam Francis, they actually elected for scuffed tires on the first. They started the race on their qualifying tires. On the first pit stop, they got very lucky. They changed over to their scuffed tires from first practice, and then they just changed to their fresh set of tires. So they are sitting in second place on a fresh pair of tires, saving their stuff. There's the 29 of Joshua Harrison. Very nice looking scheme. Very nice looking number. 29. Joshua Harrison potentially heading to a new team as the 014 of Devin Fair getting lapped as the 51 goes underneath him. Does it with ease, but the one of Sam Francis creeping closer. The 51 slides up a little bit there underneath in turns 1 and 2, and now he's going to try to battle with Greg Rowland. As I mentioned, Joshua Harrison, bunch of drivers heading to new teams. We have plenty of new drivers, plenty of new teams on board with Sam Francis, who is staying with Astolfo Motorsports. This is an Astolfo battle here. Yuko, the team owner, Sam Francis, he's the guy that is on the team in the 51. So this is going to be a battle, and no holds barred, no teammates, no teams. I mean, there are teammates, but it doesn't matter. This is a fun event, and it's going to be very intriguing. What will Sam Francis do with coming to 11 laps to go as they got under Greg Rowland quite smoothly? Grayson Collins up ahead. Will Grayson Collins play nice, or will he hold up the 51 to try to give an exciting battle? Here's Dominic Anthony in the 47. He's moved his way up to 10th place on the track. The 8 of Garrett Lamar has moved up to 9th. Dominic started pretty far back, qualified 34th, rolled off the grid 30th after the UL penalties shuffled people behind him. Speaking of shuffling people behind, there's Christopher Monell in the 23. He is just a few positions back in 13th. Really having to adjust the line there for lapped cars. Speaking of adjusting the line for lapped cars, Grayson Collins is on the high lane, but the 51 just can't get around him. Now they're side by side. Here comes Sam Francis with 7 laps to go here at 5 Flags. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Sam Francis into turns 3 and 4. Francis is able to clear the 36 quicker than the 51 was, but still the 51 pulls a little bit of a gap between the two, but slides up the track with the older tires. The 1 is really able to stick it down to the bottom of the racetrack. 5 to go here at 5 Flags Speedway. Who's going to win it? Here's the back bumper cam of Aris Yuko. We're going to see how close this one car gets. Four to go. As the 29, Joshua Harrison, has an issue. They're coming down pit road. They say that they have some sort of issue is making them come down pit road. So does the 2 of Case and Cooper. 3 laps to go. The 2 of Case and Cooper also on pit road with an issue of some flavor. Not good when you've got only a few laps to go. There's Case and Cooper right there. Now they're peeling off. 2 laps to go here at Five Flags Speedway. Aris Yuko holding off Sam Francis. Fresh tires versus worn tires. Teammate versus team owner. Who's going to prevail? Coming to the final lap. 1 lap to go here at Five Flags. Who's going to win it? Yuko hasn't shown any sign of letting those worn tires get to him. Into turns 3 and 4. All clear for Aris Yuko, who's going to come across the line to win the Snowball Derby here at Five Flags Speedway. What an exhilarating event here at Five Flags Speedway. And Aris Yuko, your winner here, who's going to burn it down in front of the grandstands. What a win for the 51 team. Here in Pensacola. We're gonna take a look at our finishing results. Aris Yuko, Sam Francis, Alexander Rowe, Brett Bishop, Nick Roten. That's your top 5. Kaz Gralla finishes 6th. Garrett Lamar moved his way into 7th. Aris Yuko finishes 8th. Dominic Anthony, 47, his best NCS racing finish, finishing 9th. And then Luca Arabal finishing 10th. Johnny Cox finishes 11th in his debut in NCS racing. Christopher Marnell, 12th. Ryan Little, 13th. Very quiet all day for Little. Stapleton, 14th. Pantera, 15th. Logan Williams, 16th. Roberto Crown, 17th. Mark Gilden, 18th. James Stack finishes 19th. And then Ricardo Garcia, after qualifying second, being sent to the back, finishes 20th. 21st was Riley Gorse, 22nd, Jack Davis. 23rd, Braden Sigafos, and then rounding out the lead lap cars, Henry Guo finishes 24th. Christian Vargas, 25th. Joshua Harrison, 26th. Genius DeMilo, 27th. Omar Akeem, 28th. David Kreutz, 29th. David Deegan, 30th. Justin Haley, 31st. Caden Honeycutt, 32nd. Casey Cooper, 33rd. Richard Fridge, 34th. And Brayson Collins finished 35th. And then Jerry Chen, 2 laps down. Greg Rowland, 2 laps down. Devin Fair, 2 laps down. And Oliver Askew, 2 laps down. That was certainly a very intriguing, a very exciting event here at Five Flags Speedway. We are all glad that you guys were able to tune in for today's very special event. Hopefully we've got some more soon. We didn't see any ARCA break moments here today, but maybe next time we will. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But with all that, we'll see you all next time for the next race of NCS Racing.